I just haven't found anything to react to. Just nothing really, just nothing really major, nothing really, just nothing that I would, nothing that I, you know. Oh, I did though. I was looking at a, I was looking at a stream before I started. Before I started, I actually was looking at a stream, and it immediately had an ad for the One Piece. I didn't watch it. I immediately clicked off. I'm like, I don't want to see the ad for the One Piece. You know, I haven't even seen the ads. I haven't even seen the trailer for One Piece. You know, like I haven't even seen the trailer for One Piece. I just want it to come out, see how well it does, and then go from there. When it comes to live action anime, I'm more up in the air. You know, it's like, you know, it could go. I mean, when the Western world gets a hold of it, it turns it to shit. You know. I mean, Death Note was the one that you know, everyone shits on, and I'm sure that's true. That turn Light Miyagi into a fucking pussy. I mean, what a wimp. The anime was better. Now, the actor who played the Shikigami in the live action was good, you know, like the Shikigami, like the I don't know who played the Shikigami. Let me see who played the Shikigami. Okay, there was a Japanese version, but I'm looking for the American version. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. William Dafoe is the name. William Dafoe is a pretty good actor. Like, he was pretty decent, I think, in the live action version, but yeah, man, they really botched that. They really botched that version up. It was so bad. William Dafoe was about the only halfway decently good thing about that. Yeah, I would. It's like, yeah, sometimes just stuff like that is bad. Like I didn't even watch the live action of Cowboy Bebop. That was just I refused. I refuse to put myself onto that. I didn't watch it. That was it. I didn't have to have people saying it was bad to know it was bad. I mean, that's the thing. I didn't have to tell that it was bad. All I know is that when you had Netflix come out, and I was like, yeah, that was pretty much Netflix Death Note was like the thing that told me, like, I really shouldn't trust Western adaptations that much. You know, I really shouldn't trust Western adaptations because they can't seem to handle it that well. Now the One Piece, like, I haven't, like I said, I haven't saw the trailer or anything, but I will give it a shot. I have seen some videos on it, that just because people happen to talk about it, saying, you know, it's gonna be good, and the director and stuff like that are like showing like how this is out. Yeah, I'm just more hesitant. And plus, I'm not really a One Piece fan. Like I was back when it first came out in the States. I did watch it once, but I haven't really seen much of it. So, that's why I'm really not really. That's why I'm not really like really looking forward, because it's like I'm not really a One Piece fan. Yeah. The opening was good though. Don't get me wrong. Like I saw the Japanese opening of One Piece, and then I saw the English version. Like that's how I found One Piece. Like the English version for the Japanese. I prefer the English version of One Piece opening, the first season. That's sometimes English openings have it a lot better than the Japanese versions. That's the same with Digimon. Like Digimon the Frontiers. Yeah. Like Digimon the Frontier. That song is cool. I saw the English version of Digimon Frontier, and I'm like, man, why is it that sometimes it's like Western people get it just right and then get it wrong, but it's like, you know, oh, thanks for returning, Blame. Welcome back. But yeah, it's like, cause like, you have like One Piece, Digimon Frontier, the first season of Power Rangers. I think that's it. You know, like I think those are the three that are like the biggest hits when Toonami Toonami came on. You know, when people were doing Western when people were doing Western crossovers, you know, because you have because Power Rangers is still like that opening for Power Rangers season 1 is like the best. I mean, you hear that ripping guitar at the first, you're ready for some action. You know, and then you had Digimon Frontiers. I still listen to that every now and then. You know. Then you had One Piece. You know, then you had One Piece. That was always a good one. So like, you know, sometimes the dubs like I used to watch a lot of dub anime, and there's only a certain amount of anime I have to watch in dub because I can't watch it sub because there's just something about it that doesn't feel right. And when you don't hear the opening when you don't hear the English opening, and because Crunchyroll or any type of service doesn't have that opening for the English one, so you just don't get that feeling that you should when you're watching dub, you know. But yeah, I will watch One Piece. I'll give it a shot, but I'm not expecting any high expectations because I'm just not really a One Piece fan. You know, I'm just not really a One Piece fan, so I'm not expecting. But I was a big Cowboys fan. I was a big Cowboy Bebop fan, and that show I didn't watch it. I didn't give it any attention. I just let that thing die. I just let it die. I get that. There's something super nostalgic too. Oh yeah, I think it's because that's when I think the reason why it's so nostalgic is because that's when because Toonami, when a lot of Eastern shows were transferred over to the Western world, we were young, and they wanted to hook us. I think that's the reason why it's so nostalgic, because like you gotta hook people onto that type of stuff, and I mean really hook them. If you don't hook them, you're not going to get their attention. So I guess in a way they kind of went all out than what they do nowadays. You know, like I don't think a lot of people go. I don't think people really know that you like you had to go all out to get people's attention. You know, because what happens when you heard that first chord? You know, and then all of a sudden you hear, you know, go Power Rangers. You know, that was like a hook. That was like the hook you needed to grab people's attention. You know. There's still because most Power Rangers like Mystic Force Rangers is a good one, or Wild Force. So Power Rangers do still have that hook for people. You know, they still try to hook you, you know. But it's kind of sad that most anime shows nowadays, like they don't have separate openings anymore. Like you don't have the dub opening or the sub opening. Like that would be really cool if you were like to go on a site and you wanted to watch dub anime, you would get a dub opening and a dub ending, you know. But no, it's mostly just the Japanese version. It's just the sub opening and sub ending with the dub dub. So like you don't get that uniqueness no more, you know. And that's what's sad. Like that was the best part about stuff like that. Is like, you know, you had that's what I think that's what caught a lot of people on to stuff like that, is that hook. But yeah, I'm not like I said, I'm not really. One Piece has no hold over me if it's gonna fail or not, you know. But from what I've seen, people say it's gonna be good. But I mean, I'm just not a fan of One Piece. Because I think I got to God, I can't remember the last time I ever watched One Piece. I think the last episode, from what I can remember from One Piece, they had to go into the sky. So like they rode their ship into the sky, and that was the last time I ever watched One Piece. You know, that was the last time I ever saw One Piece. I don't know why I stopped. I guess it just wasn't for me. It's intimidating to get over 1K episodes. I maybe gotten through 100 so far. So, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I can't believe One Piece is still going on. I can't believe how massive One Piece is. I mean, shoot, that was going on when. Let's see, One Piece was going on when. Let's see, I remember Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, Inuyasha, Dot Hack Sign. I think that was I think those were the only ones that came to the Western worlds when I was a kid. Was those? Because I remember that. I remember Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, Dot Hack Sign, and Inuyasha. Those were the only 5 that I remember watching as a kid. Bleach wasn't on. Wasn't on just yet. Bleach didn't happen until I was in my teens. I remember Wolf Rain. I do remember Wolf Rain. Wolf Rain came out when I was still a kid, when I was still watching TV. I know Wolf Rain came out, and I think Wolf Rain was the last anime I stopped watching on TV. I think that was the last anime I ever saw on TV, and then I eventually switched over to the high seas watching anime, and then I stopped doing the high seas because I didn't want to risk getting something caught in my system to where I end up losing it, because it got expensive to own a computer. So I didn't want to. So I stopped selling the high seas. But yeah, because I remember. Yeah, because I remember that. I can't remember the exact order that those five came to those 5 when I started watching as a kid. I can't remember which order they went in. But I know that Dot Hack Sign got me into isekai anime a lot. Like I know that got me into isekai a lot more. Was my first isekai anime I got into. Still love the Dot Hack Sign franchise. God, are they still even doing stuff? Hold on. Is Dot Hack Sign still active? Let's see. Released in 2002 and continues releasing through 2022. Wow. Holy crap! I didn't know it was still going on to that day. Oh, Bandai Namco holds all the rights to Dot Hack, and apparently the owner who was originally there wants to make games for it, but Bandai won't greenlight anything. See, that's the thing I hate when it comes to companies. It's like they hold stuff hostage, and it's like they don't let it go. It's like, get off your fucking asses, let it go. If you're not gonna do it for anything, let the person have it back. I hate when companies do that. When companies hold the license and hasn't given the green light for such projects. Oh well. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really like, I don't have, my weight is pretty much just like, if, you know, if, alright, Blame, thanks for stopping by, man, thanks for returning, I'll see you again next time, I'll see you Saturday. Take care, man, have a good one. But yeah, I really don't have, you know, I'm not really invested in the One Piece franchise. Like, so if it goes good, it's good. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, I really don't have a stake in it. You know, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big fan. So like, I'm not the one they're gonna piss off if they fuck it up. You know, I'm not the one that heads are gonna roll. I was the Cowboy Bebop fan. That's why I didn't watch that one. I was watching that. I was hoping for like, you know, for a good adaptation of Cowboy Bebop. I was like, cool, live action version. That's gonna be really fun, you know. But nah, man, they had to screw it up. And it was like, no, we'll just screw you over and say, and you will enjoy it. That's why I didn't watch it. I didn't give him my time of day. I always, you know, like some people have said, you know, if you want to make change, like we customers have the biggest, like take this for an instance, you know, let's use my stream as an example. Let me use myself an example. I am an entertainer / jackass who streams to try to make money off the internet, like anybody else does. Let's be honest. So let's say I do something stupid. How do I phrase this a little bit? There's a way I'm trying to phrase this. I'm trying to do it just right. So give me a second. Here we go. Let's say I want to do an event for people. and it's for Patreons. Okay, that's a good one right there. It's from my Patreons. Okay, you sub to me from my Patreon, and I say, okay, this week we'll take Saturday, since not right now, but we'll take Saturday on my, like, Thursday or Saturday. Let's take Saturday. That I decide to do something for the Patreons, and I don't do it, and I don't do it for a couple of weeks. And you were told that within a week, you know, you were expecting this because this is what you were expected, and that's this, and then if I don't deliver that, then you're not going to continue to be sub to my Patreon. That's the same with but then I'm that type of person. It's like, no, you should be glad that you are just able to interact with me and stuff like that. Just because I didn't do it doesn't mean nothing. Just be glad that you're able to do it. See, now I'm trying to turn it around, that I'm not like that's not my fault that I didn't want to do it, but something, if you're getting what I'm saying. And it's like, that's the way, but it's like, no, you guys with your heart and money just wanted to do this because this was a Patreon thing. You wanted to be part of this, but I didn't deliver. That's the same with Cowboy Bebop and everything. They wanted you to have trash, and they wanted you to enjoy it. And it's like, no, with you being a paying customer, you have the power to say, no, this looks like dog shit. I don't like this. You don't get my money. You know, that's technically the analogy. It's probably not the best analogy, but it's the best I could do. So you guys probably have a better version of it. But yeah, that's technically what it was with the Cowboy Bebop. Is like, they wanted you to have garbage and enjoy it, and it's like, no. Have you seen Cowboy Bebop? Shoot, they do that to Trigun, I'll be pissed off. I'm just glad no one hasn't done a Trigun live action. God, have they? I'm sure the Eastern people have done a Trigun live action. Okay, there's not a live action. Woo! Okay. I know there's an Alchemist. I know there's a Full Metal Alchemist one, and I'm more hit and miss on that one. I didn't really see it. It just the way Alphonse looked, you know, it just didn't look good. I don't know. It could have just been the way the CGI was. Like, I know that's a big thing too. Like most animes have to use like a lot of CGI to make it look good, and I don't know. You could like CGI is okay for live action, but you know, I like practical effects too. You know, like I still like the Dark Crystal. And the Dark Crystal Revolution, Rebellion, or whatever you want to call it. I think it's Revolution. Yeah, Overlord. Overlord was badass. Although, boy, Overlord really, Overlord got under my skin a lot. That got under my skin a lot because, boy, I so wanted, just like, dude, you need to get your ass handed to you so badly right now. You overpowered bastard. Yeah, the ending was a cliffhanger, but man, that guy needs a whooping so bad. He's too overpowered, and it's like, he needs an ass whooping so badly. He just needs to get stomped, and I mean stomped hard. He just needs a good old-fashioned ass whooping is what he needs. I don't mind overpowered characters, but sometimes a good old-fashioned ass whooping is what sometimes these overpowered characters need. Yeah, I know, but I think that's, I know it's isekai, but I'm thinking that's probably a little overboard isekai. I think that's a little overboard, isekai, because it's like I don't know. There's just I don't know. He's just way too overpowered, and he needs an ass whooping. I don't know. I've seen some isekai where they're not that where they got a little bit of flaw, and they're not completely over. They're not godlike. They're not godlike, but they're just damn near close to it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the thing with Overlord, is that they made him a god. Yeah, I know, but that's the way I feel, though. That's the way I think Overlord feels. He feels like he's a god among immortals, and he's just so overpowered that, yeah, that's the thing. It's like I said, the god can't kill him, Yeah, I don't know, just that's the way I felt when I saw the show. Like, it was pretty cool at the beginning. It was pretty cool at the beginning how overpowered he was, and I was thinking, good. So finally, someone's gonna at least, you know, knock him down a peg or two and get him back into focus. But he just kept ramping it up. Like, someone please beat the shit out of this guy so badly. Someone bring him down a peg or two. And like I said, I don't mind isekai overpowered. It's just you gotta put some humbleness into there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta like push it down a little bit. Yeah, I want to see what's going on. It's got. I mean, it piqued my interest. I'm kind of curious of what the next season's gonna be about. You know, because it's like oh, I didn't know about the elves. That's a spoiler. I didn't know there were elves in that world. Yeah, I did not know that. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what the end goal. Is. It's in episode 1. Really? I didn't see any elves. Must have skipped my mind. Oh. Okay. I did not know that. Yeah, I guess I just didn't see the indication of elves. But yeah, I'm kind of curious of what his end goal is. Like what is his end goal besides purging the world? Because that's technically what it's gotten to so far. He's gonna purge the world, but it's like, what is it? Like, what's the end goal of all that? I know he wants his name recognized, but it's always gonna be. But it's just gonna be just an endless world of nothingness. That's the only thing I can think of. So I'm kind of curious. Hope he finds more players. That could be true. Because it seems like that's going to be the only competition he has is with a player. What if I told you that you can use motion blur to render videos fast? For example. That seems going to be his only opponent is going to be a player. Now the question is, yeah, that is true. He has been hinting about finding more people, you know. So he has hinted about finding more of his people. Yeah, hopefully it does. Like I said, I like to see where this goes. You know, I like to at least see where to see how far this world of his goes. Well, if he does find a new player, that player is going to bring him down a peg. Because realistically, it's either going to go two ways. Either he finds a player and destroys them, which means he's completely overpowered. He's too overpowered even for another player. So that means that the story is going to get completely boring after a while, because it just means that there's going to be no point, or he's going to find a player, and then this other player is going to bring him down a peg or two. At least to make it more interesting. Because they can't keep him too overpowered too much, or the storyline is going to get boring. Yeah, going to be an equal fight. I hope it is. I do hope it's an equal fight. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for it's an equal fight. But yeah, with the Trigun Stampede, like I haven't even seen the new version, the 23 version. I saw clips of it. The images. The images look pretty good. Like the animation looks not that bad. It's a little bit. It's I guess it's I'm more. I guess I like the older style Trigun. Because this new version just looks a little bit too... Yeah, see, this looks a little bit too clean. Like I like the older version of Bash than the newer one. You know? But that's just because I'm old school. You know? I'm really old school when it comes to that. But it doesn't mean that I don't mind it. Like I don't mind the new Trigun. I don't mind it at all. I just prefer the older version. You know? Cuz it looks more, cuz like the new one looks more smooth, and the old one looks more gritty. And it's like this is supposed to be like a Wild West thing, and he's way too clean looking. Like this is way too clean. While this looks like he's got some dirt under his fingernails. You know? Like that's the only thing that the only complaint I have for the new one is that it's just way too clean. Like dirty it up a little bit. A little dirt ain't gonna hurt. Well, that is true. Like I guess that is true. Like I guess after a while, you know, you can only like if the Godkins are gonna kill him, that means he's gonna have to do something completely stupid that's gonna cause this. You know? Because what? He's already massacred a kingdom. He's enslaved the lizardkin. You know? I mean, I was kind of I mean, when I first saw the massacring going on, I'm like, this dude's sending a message to, he may be trying to look for players, but he's sending a message to something completely far advanced in him, and he's gonna get and he's gonna start having problems, because someone's gonna eventually notice all this and gonna eventually stop him. Because you can't simply, like, the world wouldn't simply just allow you to do that without having consequences done to you. You know? Like, I don't care how good, like, because Jordan Peterson said this, you know, bad people will bend the world to their whim, and they'll keep bending it, but the problem is that eventually it's going to snap back, you know? And That's what Overlord seems like. He's bending it. He's trying to bend it to his will, but eventually it's going to snap back, and it's going to correct itself. So whatever he's doing, he's going to end up having it snap back on him, and it's going to backfire. Because you can only go so far until something happens.